Guests, please kindly make sure to not leave the empty spaces. There are many empty spaces. Please kindly take your seats.
Assalomu alaykum barchaga. Iltimos o'z o'rnlaringizni egallashingizni so'rab qolamiz. Bir necha soniya daqiqalardan so'ng tadbirimizni boshlaymiz va yana bitta iltimos, agar yoningizda joy bo'sh qolayotgan bo'lsa, bittaga surilinglar. Здравствуйте, уважаемые гости. Мы начнем наше мероприятие через несколько минут. Прошу занять все свои места. И если у вас есть промежутки, свободные места, пожалуйста, подвиньтесь, чтобы не было пустых мест. Спасибо большое.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start our event in the next couple of minutes. Please kindly take your seats. Please make sure that there are no empty seats between each other. Thank you. Dear distinguished guests, we're going to start our conference in 5 minutes. Dear guests, please kindly take your seats. We're gonna start our conference in less than a minute. in just a few years ago, the idea of Uzbekistan becoming the global IT hub for IT-enabled services companies, for software development companies, as well as BPO companies, seemed like a distant dream. But when the dreams are fueled with great passion, energy, enthusiasm, and a bold vision that unites people, the dream becomes reality. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, my name is Sultan, and I proudly serve the North American market division here at IT Park Uzbekistan. And it is an absolute honor for me to welcome you all to the great Offshore Outsourcing Conference 2025. Thank you. This event is a gathering of the industry leaders and the pioneers like you who are shaping the future of global business and technology. I wanted to say that this event itself was just something that we imagined several years ago with the team of IT Park sitting in a small room in a company of 4 or 5 people drafting the concept of IT Park Uzbekistan. Overwhelmed with many tasks, with risks, disbeliefs, and obstacles. And Uzbekistan that we see today is the country that our fathers, our great-grandfathers, once imagined, looking at the stars, thinking over the concept of the algorithm, or on the brink of the breakthrough medicine. So Uzbekistan now is a country with limitless opportunities. Now imagine a country with 0 risks, with a country support 24/7 for all the companies that are entering the market of Uzbekistan, from scratch, helping with all their issues, and most importantly, the tax preference of 0% corporate tax rate until 2040. Imagine limitless opportunities and the seamless global expansion. But why imagine? It's all already happening here at IT Park Uzbekistan. So let's take a closer look.
Imagine a place where there are no barriers, only endless opportunities.
Taxi! Imagine having access to cutting-edge technical infrastructure. Let's go, brother.
That's perfect. Thank you. Imagine finding talents perfectly suited to your business who speak your language.
Und auf meiner Sprache? Imagine getting a reimbursement for employee training and having office places provided completely free. No rent, no worries.
And most importantly, all this in a low-risk environment. Imagine being exempt from taxes.
Imagine having a personal consultant available 24/7 while all bureaucratic tasks are handled for you.
Imagine every idea of yours getting a chance to succeed with help to secure investments for its realization.
Çok güzel. Imagine receiving support to grow not only locally, but also globally.
Imagine a place where you feel at home. Imagine? No need to imagine. All of this is already with IT Park Uzbekistan.
So exactly, no need to imagine. It's all present here today at IT Park, Uzbekistan. Now that we have seen the incredible potential of this beautiful market, it is time to hear from the chief of today's event, the Honorable Minister of Digital Technologies, Mr. Sherzod Shermatov. Please welcome to the stage.
Thank you, Sultan. Dear guests, good morning. I'm very honored to see you all here at the Ministry of Digital Technologies. Overall, this area is called IT Park Uzbekistan. Here we try to gather not just the ministry, but all the relevant agencies, bodies, as well as IT companies, bank, telecom operators, to make sure that here you will find all the services you need for growing your business with us. And this was available for you just with the clear vision of our leadership. When we were starting everything back in 2017, maybe before coming here, you were looking in Google, what's Uzbekistan, what kind of country is it, etc. So when you Google it, before 2017, 2016, you would see the picture of a very closed country without even currency convertibility. It's not so easy doing business, etc. But since then, Uzbekistan has gone tremendous transformation in all the fields, thanks to the clear vision of our leadership. And when we were discussing in 2017 that we will make Uzbekistan a real IT hub, this was the vision of our president. There was many kind of sarcastic people saying that how a country with too much kind of cotton, forced labor history, or this kind of Soviet heritage, how you can even dream of having IT hub in IT future. But now we are already having some results we can be very proud of. So when in 2017, a number of companies with foreign capital were less than 10 in the field of IT. Every month we see that more than 30 or even 40, 50 companies are joining IT Park with the foreign capital. You see the difference. And there are so many other opportunities for our young people to grow with the IT Park, and we see that if you compare since 2017, 2024, we have the biggest growth of employment in the field of ICT, thanks to these opportunities created by this bold vision of our president. And when we report about all these success stories, it's easier to get all the future support as well, because all these tax exemptions were up to 2028. But when we reported to His Excellency about the importance of giving the further impetus to this field, and he has full support of this idea, and now all the tax benefits to all our IT companies are extended up to 2040. And even more, in this area, we are creating the Enterprise Uzbekistan, where you will have a better idea in today's presentation, where apart from the taxation, you will have a special treatment from the regulatory perspective. So you will have a common law, you will have an international court, so that you will have a much better protection of your intellectual properties, of your any other potential disputes which might arise when you are operating in a different country. So the more details will come. But overall, our aim is to make sure that we will help to grow your business with us, and we are ready to work together to make sure that you get the best treatment here. So you don't pay any taxes when you open the company here. Your workers also pay less taxes than in other industries. Our IT park has dedicated people who will be supporting you all over your transition period to make sure that you open the office, you have the right people employed, you have all the bureaucracy solved. And also we try to subsidize the education for you. So if you tell us what kind of skill sets, what kind of requirements you need for the talents. We have more than 500 IT park residents, training residents, who are ready to work for you to prepare the future talents. And we will be subsidizing the successful education companies, so which are supplying you the talents for your needs. And also we are trying to make sure that we will be ensuring the mass education. For the past 7 years, under the leadership of our president, there was a tremendous transformation in education field. We started with preschool. So because earliest investment in education in the preschool level gives the best return for your money. So we ensure that all the parents are now able to give their kids to the preschool education. We improved the school education as well. So we connected all our schools with high-speed internet. It's not very common in countries with a similar GDP per capita. And we have emphasized on teacher education to make sure that all the teachers of the foreign languages have the necessary certificates of the foreign language education. And we have implemented very ambitious project which we called English-speaking nation, so that most of the future graduates of our schools will be able to speak English better, which is to ensure that you will have a better pool of graduates over the time who are well equipped with the foreign language English speaking skills. It's not just English, we are also pushing German, Korean, Japanese, and other languages as well. And of course, in the higher education area, in 2017, only 9% of our graduates of schools were able to continue their education, higher education. Now, around 50%. So all the people who are eager to continue in the higher education level, they are able to enjoy the higher education. And also the future specialists for your needs as well. And we are ranked #1 in Coursera in terms of the share of people who are learning online actively in the latest skills report published by the Coursera. So this is all done to make sure that our young people are able to work in international companies. And our aim is to not just to focus on those successful people. We are trying to make sure that main focus areas, people from the poor families, girls, and the people with disabilities are also covered, are included in these benefits of the online and digital world. And together with the World Bank, we are implementing the digital inclusion projects. The aim is to make sure that for those companies like you, we will prepare the necessary pool of talents who will be covering all those our focus area people. So that while doing business here, you are not just growing your business, but you are also helping to make sure that those in need, those from poor families, those females, as well as those with the disabilities, are also benefiting from your business. So it's not just making the money. We are helping to make sure that you will have the best treatment to grow your business, but it's also for the benefit of overall humanity. And even today's visit, it's very interesting to see that there is such snow in Tashkent, which is very unusual. And in Uzbekistan, you know that it's a dry climate. Snow is a sign of prosperity and abundance. And I hope it's a very good sign to start today's event. Thank you and welcome.
The Honorable Minister, thank you so much for your support and endless energy on the way to craft the world's finest conditions for offshore outsourcing. So our next speaker has helped shape the IT Park Uzbekistan into a powerhouse of talents and opportunity to talk about how we are designing a destination for business expansion and success. Please welcome to the stage the advisor to the CEO of IT Park Uzbekistan, Mr. Ahmed Abules.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Hello, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, industry leaders, thank you very much for joining us today here in our beautiful country and city, Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Today I'll take you through a short journey just to give you a glimpse into the country and the nation and what we've been doing since 2017, as the minister has mentioned. And I hope you enjoy it. Let's go right through it. So today we'll be covering some parts of the country, different parts, the political and economic stability, government support that has been offered, the talent availability, the ease of doing business in Uzbekistan, cost efficiency, the resilient framework of infrastructure, and the culture and adaptability and hospitality. If we look today at the stability of Uzbekistan, it is the top 3 in financial attractiveness to do business and the top 10 safest place to live in the world. I've been here for about 2 weeks now, and I've transitioned from New York City to Tashkent, Uzbekistan, and it's amazing. I love it. I love the people, I love the culture, love everything about it. And it's an honor and a pleasure to be working with IT Park and the team. If you look at the numbers and the growth since 2017, you can see a 46% up in economic growth of GDP, 2.5 times turnover for foreign trade. You have FDI inflows at 3.6% growth. It has been staggering, and they have done such an amazing job with just promoting Uzbekistan, putting in policies and procedures and support from the government to be able to reach where they are today, and it's amazing. Number 1 place for political stability. So Uzbekistan is maybe close to some of the region where there's some friction. However, is a very friendly nation, friends with everybody, friends with all of the countries around, and have a great relationship with all of the industries and all of the countries that are around. So it's a really good thing that they have that diplomacy, very high on diplomacy, let me say. Free capital movement within the country, of course, foreign ownership, 16.9% GDP in 2023 from the FDI stock, 17.8% growth in export. If you look at the double taxation agreements, there are 54 globally, which is great. And the Fitch ratings of a BB stable minus, which is very, very good. If we look at the support, and as the minister had mentioned, with the support of the government and the president, there have been a lot of reforms since 2017, and a lot of things have been created as part of that. If you look at the Ministry of Digital Technologies, you'll see under it IT Park Uzbekistan, IT Park Ventures. So every day and every week we are expanding into different areas, making sure that we're able to cover every aspect of the business to be attractive to companies, not only just software development companies or BPOs, but also every company that's dealing in the IT sector and ITES sector, of course. If you look at the $13 billion of green energy products that are being implemented in Uzbekistan today, you have 13 million green energy production in 2024. If you look at the Uzbekistani strategic approach, we're looking at the 2030 plan. So we're looking to target 5 billion in IT exports. We're looking to have 300,000 talents, and I can talk to you a lot about talents, and 10,000 member companies. So it's not only that we are providing talents with different languages, but we are providing talents with languages plus skills. So it's not only about how fluent you can be or what languages you speak, but also the skills that come around with it. And if you think about Uzbekistan, you'd be like, okay, well, what kind of languages do you have there? Believe it or not, you got all the FIGS languages here. So you have the French, you got the Italian, you got the German, you got the Spanish, you got the English, you have the Korean, you have the Chinese, you have an abundance of languages here. And not only just the languages, but also with the skills attached to it. So it's really, really, it's just an up-and-coming nation, and it's really the place to be. And I think it's the best kept secret. And I think we need to spread the word, and that's what we've been doing so far. If we look at the talent availability, I got ahead of myself, New Yorker, always speaking to ahead of the slides, but if you can see this, you see the total amount of English speakers today, 5 million people. You have a total of 1.3 million Turkish, English, Japanese, German, Arabic, in addition to many other languages. We today are able to tell you how many people you can recruit per month, how many of those people will be working from home, working from site in a hybrid model. We'll tell you how many can we get in Tashkent, Samarkand, and Bukhara, and all of the major cities. So it's not only that we are focused on Tashkent, but we are replicating this in all of the different cities around the country. So you will have this IT park everywhere, and it's just an amazing journey. We have over 210 universities, 84 IT universities. You have almost 203,000 people already today in the IT field. You have 125,000 university graduates a year to choose from that are highly educated, highly skilled, and very proficient in the languages that they speak. If you look at the partnerships with the different universities that we have, it's amazing. All of the international universities and private universities see today Uzbekistan as an up-and-coming nation, and they're now investing in the future of the people, and which is basically the people who are the workforce for you. If you look at the salaries, kind of the range in the different areas of BPO or CX or customer service, you'll see that we are in very, very good competition with the other outsourcing destinations. If you compare to the Philippines, you compare to India, you compare to Romania and the Eastern European countries, you will find that we are as well, and Egypt as well, you will find that we are very, very competitive in what we can offer here today. Hospitality, I can't tell you much more about that because it's amazing. I love it. I've been here many times before. As I told you, I just moved back to Tashkent, and I mean, I feel at home, to be honest. The teams have been from as soon as, before I even landed, to be honest. So before the journey, they were with me. During the journey, they were with me. And then until I landed, they were with me. So absolutely amazing team. Made me feel super at home. The food's amazing. The people are amazing. The energy and the passion of the people is just incredible. The teams that I work with are amazing. 37 million people, 60% under the age of 30. So you got a young, vibrant, passionate, energetic population ready to rock and roll, let me say. 30%, top 30% of the happiest nations in the world. Number 25 in hospitality. Number 1 in food and culinary tourism. Top 7 destination to travel. So it's kind of, you have a one-stop shop here with everything. It's not only just for languages or for business or for setting up yourself, but it's also to live and to have your people and make sure that your employees and your people that are here in the country are comfortable, are able to adapt, and it's easy to do business and deal with the people here. Absolutely amazing. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Well, you mentioned a really good thing, number 1 in food. I guess the guests will experience that very soon. So growth knows no borders. And IT Park Uzbekistan is proving that. To discuss about how IT Park is empowering global expansion, let's welcome Faizullah Ulmasov to the stage, the Chief Manager for the EU and UK division at IT Park.
Thank you, Sultan Murad, for a great introduction. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome to this remarkable event, and it's an honor to be part of this journey and represent IT Park Uzbekistan. Back in 2017, Uzbekistan has gone through under major reforms, and one of the key priorities was to establish a world-class offshoring destination with a strong infrastructure to support it. And the journey began with a well-thought-out plan, investing heavily in education to produce high-skilled talent pool, expanding high-speed internet coverage all across the country, opening new universities in IT and language programs, and launching plug-and-play offices to transform Uzbekistan from agriculture economy to a global outsourcing hub. Then, in 2019, IT Park Uzbekistan was established, and it has grown into a thriving ecosystem. Well, we all aware that Uzbekistan fully prepared to welcome international business as we offer cultural alignment, government-backed incentives, and a lot of advantages. But IT Park makes this progress even smoother. Today, we are a forward-thinking organization with dynamic ecosystem. With IT Park Uzbekistan, we provide seamless expansion into the region. With IT Park Ventures, we nurture local startups go global. With Enterprise Uzbekistan, we invite large international companies, offering them the ability to work under international legal framework. We also work in several other projects in green energy, data centers, and IT education, as IT Park University as a place stays in our ecosystem as a first flagship initiative. We now have 14 branches all across the country and 4 offices in 4 different continents. And we also present in tech events, in global events, to build a bridge between Uzbekistan and international tech ecosystem. And we provide the membership, and our membership comes with comprehensive support, government-backed incentives, soft landing, and one-stop shop services. And the best part is, to become a member, you don't have to be physically located in IT Park premises. You can choose any location in Uzbekistan and still get access for all the benefits of IT Park. When we talk about membership, it's important to highlight the types of the companies which can benefit from it. So we focus on tech companies, outsourcing companies, BPO, and service-oriented companies, be it in finance, accounting, and legal services. And let's talk about one of the main challenges that many companies face nowadays in the world: taxes. In many Western countries, the tax regime can be heavy, but in Uzbekistan, we've got it covered. If you expand to Uzbekistan and become a member of IT Park, you will be exempt of paying corporate, social, and property and land taxes. Plus, personal income tax, which is decreased to 7.5%, and tax on dividends, which is 5%. We also work in several other programs to make your expansion as smooth as possible. So here why Zero Risk program comes in. Zero Risk is a program designed to take all the financial risk of the company. And we provide free office here, a technical equipment up to 100 employees of your company, salary reimbursements, HR services, and training grants. And to access these all benefits, you just pay up to 1% of the revenue generated under the legal entity in Uzbekistan. Let's explore several other benefits which comes with your membership. Expanding into a new market can seem overwhelming, but don't worry, we've got you covered. One of the famous options among our partners is to establish a company from scratch. But when we say from scratch, it doesn't mean that you have to do them all yourself. We're gonna help with the setting up and beyond. So think of us as a unified business support window. Need help with company registration? We've got you covered. Are you looking for a talented specialist? We can support your talent acquisition and partner you up with reliable HR partners. Are you looking for an office space? Our team will be advising you based on your requirements and criteria, ensuring that you are on the right space to grow your business. Do you need a visa for your staff? Whether it's for coaching, training, or relocation purposes, we provide dedicated IT visa, which will be valid up to 3 years. Now let's talk about other options available, as our extensive network of member companies also ready for collaboration, whether it's for outsourcing, outstaffing, and mergers and acquisitions. The fully launching operations normally takes between 6 to 8 weeks, and that's how it works. The company registration and talent acquisition can happen simultaneously, and once you have your legal entity registered, you will be eligible to apply for an IT Park membership. And the application is quick, easy, and online, and you will receive your feedback in 15 working days. And remember, Once you are part of our ecosystem, a 24/7 support will be available from any location that you choose in the country. So no matter where you are, we've got you covered now and forever. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment about the key indicators of IT Park members since our establishment. Nowadays, we have 2,600 plus companies which are member of our organization and running their business successfully in the country. And 660 of them, they are with foreign capital, and they are from 56 different countries. And out of all members, almost 1,000 of them, they are exclusively focused on export only. And when we look at the geography of export, the North America is on leads, where the UK and Europe account takes almost a quarter of it. And this clearly demonstrates that our talent pool is eligible and adaptable enough to serve these high demanding markets while being flexible with the time zones. Many well-known companies have already joined us, and you will be hearing from some of them after my presentation. But as I mentioned, our role doesn't stop on attracting companies only. We continuously support your activity and actively promote your success stories worldwide. And to sum up everything, as Ahmed and I mentioned today, the essence of our message can be defined in 2 words: talents and affordability. And these 2 words can meet easily the world's finest and simplest conditions and compliance with the support of IT Park Uzbekistan. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for your attention.
Thank you so much, Faizola. What a wonderful overview of IT Park Uzbekistan. Now for the businesses looking forward to scale, a strong legal and regulatory foundation is key. So our next speaker will share how Enterprise Uzbekistan is contributing to the global awareness and attractiveness of Uzbekistan. Please welcome to the stage Dilnoza Rasulova, the project manager at Enterprise Uzbekistan.
Thank you very much for the introduction. Hello, dear ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dilnoza. I'm the project manager at Enterprise Uzbekistan. Welcome to our Offshore Outsourcing Conference. For almost 6 years, IT Park team has done a huge work attracting international companies, fostering the growth of IT-enabled services export of Uzbekistan. And throughout this time, we've been connected with thousands of companies. We talked to them. We cooperated with them. We supported them during their business operations in Uzbekistan. We went abroad to accept this challenge, to get the insights. And there was always a question: how can Uzbekistan become a truly global hub for international businesses? So the Enterprise Uzbekistan project was established. What is Enterprise Uzbekistan? Enterprise Uzbekistan is not just an initiative. This is the special zone with a unique legal regime. Enterprise Uzbekistan. Why is this important? Because traditional law is not always fitting the needs of international companies. And Enterprise Uzbekistan system is based on the common law, is based on the standards with English and Welsh law, which is transparent and well known in the whole world. So now let's look at the key areas that Enterprise Uzbekistan is working with. And these are the labor relations, customs and tax procedures, resolution of commercial laws, regulatory sandbox, intellectual property protection, and governmental services. There are ministries and agencies who are supporting us to drive this Enterprise Uzbekistan project. And now we are hand-on-hand working on this project to make it smooth for you to enter the Uzbekistan's market. And going a little bit deeper to each of these areas, I will start with the tax regime. The same as at IT Park, there is a 0% tax regime. At Enterprise Uzbekistan, you're having the same thing, including the personal income tax, which is also 0%. Going next to the personal data protection, we are using the highest GDPR standards to ensure that companies' data are stored well. And additionally, we are working on our own data center in cooperation with DataVolt. who will provide the virtual and cloud services for our companies. Going next to the court, which is very important, Enterprise Uzbekistan, we will have our own court, which will be only in English language and based on the laws of English and Wales. And the judge, he is the very high qualified, the person from the Europe, and which is appointed by the president of Uzbekistan. Going next to the financial and banking services, many companies ask, what is the currency I will be using in Uzbekistan? And the resident of Enterprise Uzbekistan will be able to transfer their money in any currency they want. And also they can use the standards as IFRS and Financial Action Task Force regulations. Single service window. You have questions, personal data protection, IT visa, or for example, you want to find some office spaces. There will be a single service where you can find any answers to your questions. And the requirements for the residents. To become the resident of Enterprise Uzbekistan, the company should be 100% export-oriented, and it should be officially registered in Uzbekistan. And the company should provide IT, fintech, consulting, or any other digital services. So, guys, Enterprise Uzbekistan is not just a promise. We are already doing this. We have partnerships with international companies, and now we invite you to be part of our business era. I know you have many questions, and that is very great. In this conference, we are welcome to answer your questions and talk to you. Welcome to Enterprise Uzbekistan. Thank you very much for the attention.
Thank you so much, Dilnoza. So, technology isn't just about coding. It's most importantly, it's about people, mindset, culture, and here to share the insights on how innovation and engineering are evolving, please welcome our next speaker, Ms. Marina Ten, Head of People at EPAM Systems.
Dear guests, colleagues, partners, welcome to Uzbekistan. I'm here to represent our company, EPAM Uzbekistan, and shed some light on our history here in Uzbekistan. So a couple of words about me. My name is Marina Ten, and I am people manager of our people management team for almost 4 years. And before I share some details about EPAM Uzbekistan, a couple of facts about EPAM globally, as we have recently published our financial report. For 7 billion of revenue last year, more than 55,000 of EPAMers all around the world. Most of them are engineers, designers, consultants, architects, and so on. The industry we operate in financial services mainly, and high-tech, life science, and technology. Okay, the geography we operate in the world, 55 countries, and the headquarters is located in US, Newtown. Okay, why we decided to open our office in Uzbekistan, and a couple of words about Uzbekistan specifically. Almost half of the population in Central Asia is located in Uzbekistan. It is about 37 million of people. Annual population growth is plus 700,000 people. And what's important, more than 25 universities with IT faculties, and this lead to annual graduates in IT field with more than 5,000 talents in IT. And last but not least, delicious cuisine, which I hope that you had a chance to try. Okay, I'd like to start with the important fact that it wouldn't be possible without the support of IT Park. And the privileges which IT Park provide to its residents is really helpful. And back in 2019, when we opened our first office, we started with 5 Java engineers, and for now we have more than 600 of engineers, project managers, programmers, data analysts, and different IT specialists here. We're not only diversified from skill set perspective, but also from ethnical perspective. And we are truly proud that we are multicultural, multinational company here in Uzbekistan. And also our employees, our talents are English speaking because it is very crucial for us as our primary and main language in the company is English. Okay, our skill set is concentrated in JavaScript, Java, and .NET. About our educational initiatives, I will share a little bit later. Here is also important to highlight that most of our employees working remotely from regions, specifically from Bukhara, Fergana, Andijan, Namangan, and so on. And they work in distributed teams, so they have a chance to collaborate from IT specialists all around the world, from Uzbekistan. The slide about our key skill set, as you may see, our concentration in JavaScript, Java, and .NET, but additionally, quality engineering and data and analytics is growing really fast as well. Here's a kind of IT labor market snapshot, but it is also important to mention that LinkedIn isn't that popular in Uzbekistan even now, so the real market capacity is even broader. Okay, about IT education in Uzbekistan. When I talk about EPAM, I can help but mention about our educational activities. So the first one is our training center or EPAM campus in Uzbekistan, which was opened in 2020, and over these years we have trained more than 1,000 students and hired more than 300 of them. The specific of this program is, at first, the education is fully free of charge. So young talents have the chance to enroll to our trainings, to complete them, and to continue their IT career, not only at EPAM, but also in other IT companies. And the last, again, but not least, I would say the most significant achievement here in Uzbekistan from educational perspective is our IT Park University, which was opened in 2022, and this was the first online IT university in Uzbekistan. It was founded by IT Park and EPAM, and last year we have also launched master's degree, and this year we expect 85 young talents, best talents in IT field, which would be ready to work not only at EPAM again, but also in other IT companies. So this is the end of my presentation. In case you have any questions, you may address them after. Thank you so much.
So all this change would definitely not be possible without your support as well. So big thanks to you, Marina, and the whole team of EPAM Systems in Uzbekistan for your ongoing support. Now, outsourcing is more than a business strategy. It's a global advantage. So our next speaker has a massive experience in global recruiting. And to discuss its role in shaping the future, let's welcome to the stage Mr. Sergio Basto, the Managing Director at Lavoro Solutions.
Hello, good morning. My first visit to Uzbekistan happened 2019. As soon I step in, I found out that this is the country that the future is shaping and talent is shaping. As we all describe it here, for what was shown, there is no doubt that IT Park in Uzbekistan is the place so we can set up our strategy and our business. But as also was mentioned here, there is nothing done without people. Everything is created by people. The dreams, the companies, the strategies. There is no company that builds people. It's people that build the companies. And we, together with IT Park, have the structure and the infrastructure, not only to attract, but this is the easiest part from my point of view. The difficult part is to retain, is to motivate, is to make the people move forward daily, day by day, change the impossible and keep dreaming about their future. Also, improving the conditions, social, living, and give opportunities to everyone independent of their social class, independent of their physical capabilities or any other situations. Together with IT Park, we established a partnership since 2022, following our experience, and especially myself and of my team, in Manpower Group globally, in outsourcing projects and BPO solutions. Today, we have more than 300 people on assignment, and we have people with more than 30 years of experience to support your organizations. One of the things that I would like to highlight, despite the fact that all of what is mentioned here, Uzbekistan has more than 30% of the population with less than 15 years old, which means that we need to start from that, not only on the universities, but also on the secondary school, to guide them, to orient them where they should go, so the future is guaranteed about talent. There is no doubt that in the next 10, 20, 30 years, there is no lack of talent. All of what was said regarding IT Park is in a resume, of course, is important, the taxes, but again, I reinforce that the most important is talent. After we attract them and after we guide them, we need to guarantee that 100% of people that is graduated is employed, have an opportunity to practice and to implement what they learn in theory. In terms of establish of the right corporate culture and environment, as I said, where the career and the development is always a priority. We need to have, of course, a strategic workforce planning, where we guide the people in terms of wherever they are, wherever they want to be, we can planning their development. And of course, there is nothing be done without the right compensation for the work, the right benefits, that only way that we can maximize the retention. As organizations and as companies, of course, with the support of the government, we have been filling the strategy to bet on young programs. The government and the institutions have made huge investments in science, language, mathematics. That's why we have all this talent. And also with the partnerships with you and many companies, we will implement solutions where together we can manage your people and you focus on your core and your product. Last but not the least, if he's talking about people, people needs to be guided. A strong leadership and coaching programs needs to be done and implemented to the middle management and to the leadership of the organizations. And I truly believe that these are the key factors of success. And together with the IT Park, we are here to help you in doing so. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sergio. Thank you. So what an incredible morning of insights, innovation, and inspiration that we've had. So today from the morning, we have discussed about our vision, about our strategy, about the limitless opportunities that Uzbekistan gives to the global outsourcing industry. But we're not done yet. So to close this session, I invite the Chief Executive Officer of IT Park Uzbekistan, Mr. Abdullahat Kuchkarov.
Thank you, Sultan. By the way, Sultan, thank you for this great moderation today. And Sultan is one of the most powerful person at IT Park. He is our tech ambassador for North America. And if you would like to make a business with North America, please feel free. Sultan is a right person for that. I'm very happy to be here. It's glad to meet you, everyone. So many bright people and so many talented people in one place. And I'm very careful listening to all the speakers today, all the speakers. Thank you everyone. And I would like to mention one thing. All speakers just not saying about sharing their ideas. They have shown how Uzbekistan is open to the world and how we are ready for the new projects, for the new opportunities. And having some flashbacks, and I would like to take a moment and go back to where everything began. And in 2017, it just was a concept, just a paper leading by our government, by our minister, and by the great visionary, Farhad. And we have a bold vision leading by our president. Back then, we have only a few resident companies. Only few companies. The total number of people who is working in IT was less than 1,000 or 2,000. And yes, there was a mission, there was a goal, but there was a lack of assurance that it would be really succeed. And only vision and only effort and a commitment bringing the impossible to possible. And this is, I think, all we achieved. It's not only the team made, it's a government support and ministerial support. And fast forward to 2025, and look where we are now. Today, we established 14 branches, as our presenter said before, along with 4 representative offices outside the Uzbekistan, in Germany, in Korea, in Saudi Arabia, and in the United States of America. And additionally, we founded with the IPAM, a first online university in Central Asia, founded a venture company which will invest in startups. And now there are more than 2,600 residents, the 2,600 members of IT Park companies. And 700 of them, it's foreign enterprises. As before that minister said, every month more than 30 companies becoming foreign companies, becoming a resident of IT Park. And Uzbekistan has become one of the attractive destination for IT and outsourcing. And foreign companies choose us not only because of we are providing some tax preferences or other benefits. They choose us because of we have a huge talent pool. We have a trusted team, and we have a good government support. And this is a story not only about IT Park. This is about entire country. And Uzbekistan is under transformation, leading by our president, Mr. Mirziyoyev. And information technology, digitalization is going across all sectors, manufacturing, textile, tourism, and others. Government investing in a lot of industries, but especially in infrastructure and education, and creating a business-friendly environment. And what does it mean in practice? Yes, the first, we have a big talent pool. The second, we have a good IT infrastructure for companies. The third one is economy is growing, GDP is growing. The fourth is we have a very competitive tax benefits and visa support. And last one but not least, our political system is very, very stable. But we are growing a lot, at least 2 times per year, but I'm sure it's only 5 or 10% what we achieved before. And it's a lot of huge undiscovered potential. And you never know what will be tomorrow. I think it's a right time. It's a right time to be here. And we don't want to be a place where company just open the office. We want to be a home for the companies. We want to be the place where companies is growing. We want to be a place where company is hiring people. We want to be a place where company is working together with others. We want to be a place where companies attracting investments, becoming unicorns, becoming decacorns. We want to be at this place. And I'm sure and I'm confident we can achieve that. And you can see our team, please hands up our team. Our team is here. All of our team members are ready to support to you. We are very close. We are very simple. We are on the ground. We are very support to you, and we are confident that a lot of projects line ahead. Stay with us, growing your business with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kuchkarov. Thank you so much for your support, first of all, for your undescribable leadership, all your guidelines and navigation alongside with our chairman and the Honorable Minister of Digital Technologies, which makes us a recipe for a great success. So thank you very much, and a big applause for you again. Thank you. So ladies and gentlemen, the discussions that we have today prove one thing. Uzbekistan is not just emerging as the outsourcing hub. It is steadily becoming the world's global leader in the outsourcing industry. So I would like to thank you everyone for coming, and that is the end of the first day. And I would like to kindly invite you for the lunch and networking session. As mentioned, all the team of the IT Park Uzbekistan, Enterprise Uzbekistan is present here. So feel free to communicate, feel free to ask any questions, and we'll be happy to collaborate with you. Thank you so much for your time.